So the new Sonic movie, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, no other name. To start, I just want to say that after watching the movie, two things stood out. One being how Knuckles, who is voiced by the awesome Idris Elba, was the best character in this movie, in my opinion, and how Jim Carrey, being Dr. Robotnik, aka Eggman, was somehow even better and more likable than in the first one. I really thought he would have had less to do with the movie, but almost every single character was very much involved with the story. Even the humans part of the movie, which I honestly didn't have a problem with and understood their purpose. But some people really had a problem with that, which I don't get. Anyways, to start, this movie takes place right after the first one, with Dr. Robotnik stranded on a mushroom planet. He uses Sonic's hair or quiver or whatever it is to power a device that emits a large blue blast into space, hoping someone would see that and come to the rescue. Not long after, someone does arrive, and that someone being no other than Knuckles, appearing in the Doctor Strange portal thing that is actually a giant golden ring. I don't think there was a moment in the movie where I didn't like Knuckles. I honestly think he could get his own standalone movie. I definitely would watch it. Knuckles being such a good character in this movie, he kind of overshadows the character Tails that appears at the very end of the first movie and is sort of like Sonic's new companion that always has his back. At some points in the movie, I forgot about Tails because that's just how much Knuckles had my attention. Tom Wachowski, played by James Morrison, was okay. He didn't really seem to have progressed in any way, but he also wasn't a huge drag on the movie. He's supposed to be like Sonic's father in a way, and like Sonic's main person that he goes to for support, so he was okay to have, but not as good as he was in the first movie. But the person who was even better in the second movie rather than the first is Jim Carrey. He was even goofier in this, but somehow more frightening, especially with his new green glowing powers and the giant robot that he has. Also, the relationship Knuckles and Dr. Robotnik have, and this is somehow still better than Sonic's and Tails. And it almost kind of makes me sad when Dr. Robotnik betrays Knuckles and Knuckles gets all sad and says how he trusted him and thought they were friends. But anyways, back to the story. The main thing that the two opposing sides are fighting for is the Master Emerald. This emerald grants the person that possesses it quite literally to be indestructible and grant the user with the power to think of anything and make it actually happen. Like in one point where Dr. Robotnik has the emerald's powers and makes a tornado and flies away. And then there's another point where Sonic this time has the emerald in his possession and turns golden like in the games and can fly around and destroys Dr. Robotnik's giant robot single-handedly. The post-credit scene in this movie showed another Sonic character that would be appearing in the third movie if they ever decided to make it, which is Shadow, another beloved character by the Sonic franchise. So it'll be very interesting to see what they do with this character in the third installment. With that being said, I'm going to now be discussing the problems I have with the movie. The problems are that I really didn't have any problems with the movie. I know people thought that the movie would be better off without humans, except for Dr. Robotnik, but honestly, I didn't have a problem with Tom and Maddie Wachowski. I thought they were actually a very nice thing to have in the movie, and for Sonic to have as a supportive family. Everyone else was there to serve as a comedic humor, which the one woman named Rachel was actually very funny and entertaining to watch. Every other human in the movie, which is everyone else that was at the wedding, was kind of out of place, I'm not going to lie. But personally, I didn't have a problem with it. And reviews say that it's long and drags on for too long. The wedding scene, I mean. But I had no problem with it. That's basically all I have to complain about. Sonic, which I haven't talked much about, was funny and entertaining, but wasn't very much different from the first one, except for being more responsible, which isn't very much, and being more of a hero and protector of the world. Tails, I think, could have had more spotlight, but I honestly don't think that there was much more to explore with the character, unlike Knuckles. With all that said, I ranked this movie a 9 out of 10. I did like it more than the original and felt that Knuckles and Jim Carrey's Dr. Robotnik really made the movie better. With all that said, I think that there is really a lot to work with to make the third movie and make it even better at that. And this was a good movie for all ages, so I definitely suggest it. Please like the video and subscribe, and goodbye.